Hello, friends. I hope you're having a great week. In this episode, I will give you some entertainment recommendations. Let's start with TV shows. But I will try to give you no spoilers because, yes, it will be hard, and most of these TV shows are non English, so I may pronounce the characters' names wrong, so please forgive me if I do this. So, our first TV show recommendation is Back to 15, which original name was, I guess, The Vuelta a los 15. It was something like that. It's a Brazilian TV series, and the main characters are Anita, Fabricio, Joel, which is my favorite character, Carol, Luisa, and etc. So it has actually 3 seasons. The first 2 seasons take place in the high school, and the third season in the university. So this TV series is exactly for you if you like exciting things, time traveling, and sweet drama. So this series doesn't have like Gossip Girl kind of drama, like not uh, aggressive drama, but like it is a perfect summer series. I guess you will like it. And it also has time traveling, which is something I basically adore. So the main character Anita goes to her cousin's wedding, and her cousin is named Carol, and her husband in that scene is Fabricio. But Fabricio is a total someone bad at the first time, and she finds Fabricio with someone else, but I can't remember that woman right now. And then she goes crying because she says some mean words towards her cousin Carol, and she opens her blog from her 2000s era high school, and when she opens up a photo, she finds herself in her high school version. And but no, like her soul is like 2020, or I know 2021, etc., but her like body is at the 2000s, and it's really addicting series. So she knows what will happen to her, and she like acts differently. Yes. So I won't give any more spoilers. I highly recommend you to watch this series. The second one is Rebelle, which is also another series that you can watch from Netflix. It's a Mexican series, but it's not only Mexican. It's actually like Latin American series. So the main characters are Hannah, Esteban, Luca, MJ, Dixon, Andy, and Emilia, and Okane. So Okane comes at the season 2, by the way. It has 2 seasons, and it is actually an adaptation of an adaptation. So the all of these versions are called Rebelle, but the first one was, as I remember, at 2003, 2004, something like that. And then the second version, Rebelde Way, which is another Mexican series, came out. Yes, and then it is the third adaptation. So this series is absolutely perfect for you if you search for a musicalish, but not a musical, but kinda musicalish high school drama with nepo babies and the ones with scholarships and the drama. But the drama in this series is like definitely much more visible than the previous series. And for example, I don't remember the school's name, but this school doesn't have only musical program, but it has its musical program is really known across the Latin American countries, and it's you can actually see the former influence of the former versions of this TV series. Yes, yes. So these characters, some of them are really nepo babies, like Luca Colici, Hana, and these two of them are really nepo babies, but especially Esteban and a little bit of Dixon are like like normal street boys. Yes, so it has actually more than one perspective, and there's not only one main character. Yes. So at first Hannah is the main character, and then Andy. Like every episode, there's like every scene, the main character changes, and this is a thing that I really love. Our third series is Young Royals, and you can also watch it from Netflix. It is a series from Sweden, and the main characters are Wilhelm, Simon, August, Sarah, Therese, Stella, and Henry. And there are actually like 10 or even more characters, but I forgot the name, sorry. So, it is a Swedish series, so it is a little bit like a bit more, like really darker than the other two, and a bit slow paced. So don't expect every scene to be like really adventurous and gives you thrills. Like, of course there are scenes, but not every scene is like that, because it is a drama that contains a high amount of dramatical scenes where you can see characters crying or thinking, wondering, sobbing, laughing, but especially crying and having like yeah like losing their minds. Most of the characters like lose their minds at least 2 times every episode, and it is kind of different to watch than the other series, and it also has a really deep meaning, and it shows the happening things from all the characters' perspectives. For example, a fight happens between Wilhelm, Simon, and August. What like this is a real thing, by the way. So you can see the thing from Wilhelm and Simon's eyes at the first season, but especially in the second and third, especially the third season, we see the August perspective a little bit more than Wilhelm and Simon's. So this is a really good thing, in my opinion. And it takes place in Hillerska skolan. Hillerska skolan. I don't know how to pronounce it. And it is an elite, prestigious school that only like the children of the nobles or really rich like teens go, and most of them like at least 1 or 2 episodes every season contains like them partying or like breaking the rules, and just because they have like they are in the top of the hierarchy, which is not really strong in Sweden, it doesn't mean that they can break the rules, and it is a really great example of that. So they like do some illegal things, but I won't give you a spoiler, and they try to hide it for like 3 seasons, like much more illegal things. And this is like one of the main topics of the series, so I will tell you each one of the characters like traumas or traits in a very short time. So Wilhelm and Simon, they are the main characters of the series. So Wilhelm, which is also known as Ville in the more friendly way, is the prince, but he also had a brother, Eric. So actually Eric was going to be the king, but he died. So Wilhelm was going to be the king when he turned 18, but he definitely didn't want to be because he's actually such an introverted, shy, like little cutie boy. I think he's like really cute. I don't know. I think Wilhelm is cute, yeah. But yeah, and Simon is a socialist guy, and they also almost then and his family actually went to Sweden from a Latin American country, but I forgot the country. And this is actually such a great detail. So Simon, like the actor who plays Simon, is Omar Rudberg, and he is actually from Venezuela, and he went to Sweden when he was like 7, 6, something like that. As I remember, 7. So he played his role like knowing the things, which is a great, really great, wonderful detail in my opinion. Yes, so because Simon and his family are socialists, they get humiliated, and most of the nepo baby and annoying annoying students in Hillerska skolan, which is almost every student, I guess, makes fun of him, and I get really pissed off because the arguments that they do is really like annoying. You will, I guess, understand this feeling when you start the series. And August is one of the, like, he's such a naive boy, but no one knows it. He has such a soft heart inside of him, but he's like, the bad boy of the series. And he actually had been bullied when he was the freshman. I don't know how they call it in America, but when he was first grade, they bullied him, and he had like zero, absolutely no friends. So he became the bully, like not a bully, but yeah, kind of a bully, and he became the leader of almost everything at that school. And he's also the cousin of Wilhelm, which is the prince. So he has ties with the royal family, and he's actually also an important member of the royal family. Yes. So Sarah, oh, by the way, August falls in love with a really mysterious, like surprise character that I guess you would never think of, and like really strange things happen. But just like a little bit spoiler, at the last episode of the whole series, like third season, 6 or 8 episode, like 6 episode, something really bad happens, and I was waiting for somebody, like I will call that girl X girl, to accept uh, August's apology for making her sad. But no, she rejected her. But I won't tell you who she is. And yeah, I will literally cry because I waited two whole seasons, and no, August was crying, and my heart really broke. Like my heart was broken. Anyways, so Sarah is the sister of Simon, and Sarah has two syndromes. One of them is Asperger, but I don't know the second one. I guess it was ADHD, but I'm not sure. And she's really introvert. She doesn't have friends at first, but she rides horses really well, but they can't afford to buy a horse as a household because they're not really rich as the other kids. So she takes care of Felice's horse, and but they become friends. But a surprising thing breaks their friendships, but like really mysterious thing. Anyways, so Stella and one of the girls, like Fliss, Stella, and one of them are a group of friends, but they're like the popular, one of the most rich ones girl kind of girl group, so I guess you kind of know it. But Phyllis is actually one of my favorite characters because she's black, and but she gets bullied by racist people, even by teachers, even even if the people don't say it directly. For example, the teacher they so the girls and boys eat the dinner separately, and they have a dinner time, and they sit down, and the teacher says, please, like, tie up your hair, but she only says that to Felice, and she doesn't say the same words to any of the white girls, and only to Felice. And even some of her friends does some bullying without even noticing it. So yes, Phyllis is such a great, brave character. I really like her personality. Yes. So, and there's Henry. Henry is such a a cutie boy. He actually doesn't have too much lines, but yeah, he's also one of the characters. Yeah. So yes, this is it. You got the whole story. I guess. Oh yes. So one of the most important things is that Wilhelm and Simon are a couple, which is a really controversial thing for a prince of Sweden, and yes, some absolutely disastrous things happen. I won't tell you these things, and unfortunately, they get bullied and heavily humiliated by homophobic people of Sweden, and this is such a disappointing thing to watch. And I felt like crying every episode for at least 2 or 3 times, but it is one of my favorite three. Like, it's in my top three. You should definitely go and watch this series. I'm definitely in love with it, but especially with August. August, oh my god, oh my god, like I can't express how much I love August. So he's like the guilty pleasure of the series because, and I have a trait. I can't love the main characters. I always love the bad ones. I don't know. I just have something like that, or not the bad ones, but the second characters. And August is one of them. My baby boy. So the actor who plays August is Malte Gordinger, and Malte, I hope you are watching this video. So I watched every single show and film that you've been that I can watch from Turkey, because some of them are exclusive to Swedish viewers, but I'm kind of obsessed with you. Anyway, so the fourth series that we will talk about is Off Campus. So this is also in the top three, and it's really popular right now. So I guess it will be useful for you to learn about this series. So it's a US show, and the main characters are Hannah Wells, Garrett Graham, what was his, Dean De Laurentiis, Ellie, John Logan, but we call him Logan, and John Tucker, but we call him Tucker. So my favorite character is Logan. Yes, Logan, Slay Divu. Oh my god. Yes. So it is a university show that's based on hockey, and it includes heavy romance, but really heavy romance scenes. Anyways, I don't watch them. And handsome boys. They are also called Briar Boys. So we have four of them, Garrett, Dean, Logan, and Tekka, and they live in the same house. I guess they rent them. I don't know. And it includes heavy conflicts. So just like Young Royals, it has some really heavy and serious topics, uh like really serious topics. I don't want to give you spoiler, but it may hurt your heart. So if you decide to watch this series, be ready for everything. But it is a series such great that I can't wait for the season 2, which will be released this year. So one of the most important things that you should know, that it's a series based on a book, like a couple of books. The first book is called The Deal. The second one is The Score, and the third one is The Mistake. But I don't know the other ones. And it's actually a book universe, but I haven't read them yet, so I don't know really well. Yes, yes. So definitely. So if I had to choose two of the series, definitely these would be definitely Young Royals and Off Campus. Please go and watch them. I beg you. And the which one? Fifth one. Yes, the fifth one is an Australian drama. The main characters are Summer, Poppy, Baxter, Avery, Marlon, and like more of them. It contains of 2 seasons, and I can describe this series as a bright surfing based show that's suitable for family. So the previous shows that I mentioned, especially off campus, like don't watch off campus with your family. Um, like I don't know. I guess the first three ones are actually not that bad. Like they don't have any, like, too bad things. Not too bad, but Surviving Summer is absolutely clean. You can watch all the episodes with your parents. Yes, it's labeled as safe for me. And a New York girl called Summer goes to Australia, and yes, this is it. So she learns how to surf from zero, and some really surprising and great things happen. But I won't tell you these, so stay ready for them. And there's also Boys Over Flowers, which original name is Kotboda Namja, and I guess I pronounced it right because I learned Korean for 4 years. I don't know. And the main characters are Kujumpyo, Kumjandi, Yijong, Chio, and Ubin. So these characters. Okay, so there is a F4. F4. The F4 contains of 4 characters, 4 boys, and these boys are, like, the most rich one, the most well-known ones, and one of them is also the boy, like the child of someone really famous in Korea. And it takes place in a really prestigious elite school, but I don't know its name yet. And Gujumpyo is our main girl, and she is a girl of a dry cleaner, something like that. Yeah, dry cleaner. And somehow she saves someone's life by doing something. I won't give you a spoiler, but and by that she gets to enter that school. Yes, yes, like, but this series contains, like, really heavy bullying and drama and all of that. So I have a character that there is a character that I really hate. But I don't know. I want you to guess. Okay, I want you to guess. So if we go to the music groups, we actually have 3 of them: Enhypen, Jokraut, and Years and Years. So we will start with Enhypen. Enhypen was actually co-founded by Hype, and Hype's subunit or subcompany Believed in 2020, and it's a K-pop group. Yeah, it's a Korean group. So the members are Sungwon, Jake, Jae, Nikki, Sonu, Haesung, Jongwon. Yes. So there are a Korean Australian, Jake. Even my grandma knows Jake, and whenever I call her, she asks me, "Oh, how's Jake? How's life going? Is Jake good? How is her health going and all stuff?" I said, "Oh my God, didn't you miss me?" She says, "Yeah, I miss you, but I want to learn how's Jake going." Yes, it's kind of like that. And Jay is half American, half Korean, and Nikki is directly from Japan, and the remaining four are from Korea. So the most popular songs are Given Taken, Drunk Dazed, Bite Me, and EXO, Only If You Say Yes. My favorite songs are, let me remember, Blind, Moro, which Korean name is Moro, and we had one of them, but I didn't remember. So this group's team is Vampire. They even have their own webtoon. Webtoon is a popular Korean webcomic website. So they have their own webcomic called Dark Moon. Dark Moon. And I watched. I read it definitely. Most of the 97% of the music videos are based on this fascinating, amazing, wonderful, all the great pronouns, this wonderful webcomic. Yes, however, it only has 6 members right now because the member called Haesung actually left the group to pursue his solo career under the name Evan, I don't know, Evan, I guess, yes, Evan. But since this group only has 6 members right now, most of the fans of this group, just like me, started to boycott this company Hype and the group. But I stopped boycotting. I was even making protest talks like, bring back Heesing to the group. Let's boycott Hype. Let's bring Heesing back. Heesing belongs to our group. You can't do this. He can't do his solo career even if he stays at our group, or etc. So our second group is Jokerout. Jokerout is a Slovenian rock group that made me want to learn Slovenian and want to go to Slovenia and want to study at a Slovenian university and learn really great, fascinating things about Slovenian culture and all the stuff like that. And it's a rock band. This group was founded in 2016, and they also participated in the Eurovision 2023, which is the contest that I found them. I'm so grateful for giving a chance because I was always watching the top 5, top 10 groups songs of the Eurovision 2023, and I didn't even listen to that song once. And one day I was really bored and wanted to listen a new song, so I told myself, why don't I listen this Slovenian song? And at that time I didn't even know what Slovenian was. Oh, by the way, some noises from the from outside comes. Yes. If you're not from Turkey, you won't understand this, and it's another topic. Anyways, it consists of 5 members: Jan Pete, Jure Marcek, Bojan Svietkanin, Natse Jordan, and Chris Gushtin. So Jan Pete is the solo guitarist, and he has amazing solos. Bojan is the vocalist, but he sometimes also plays electro guitar on the concerts. Natze Jordan is the bassist. Chris Gushtin is the rhythm guitarist, and yes, okay. So Boyan is actually half Serbian, half Slovenian, and Chris is half Dutch, half Slovenian, as you can like understand from his appearance. He's blonde and has more whiter skin than the other members, and I literally fell in love with this group from September or October. I've never seen a group rock band like that. Oh my god, I like really adore this group, and their most popular songs are Umazene Misli, which means Umazen like bad thoughts, or like these thoughts. Muzika za decu, music for children. So za means for and decu means children. Asem Tipovedar, I don't know this meaning. Katrina, yes, the girl name, and the Carpe Diem. So Carpe Diem is the song that they competed in the Eurovision Song Contest with. They work with Shagadelic Records, and I have a traumatizing memory with them. So I ordered a T-shirt from their official website, and just before the day that my T-shirt arrived at the border between, I guess, Bulgaria or Greece, between Turkey, a new law came. According to the law, if you order something from other countries, you have to pay 30,000 liras, which is approximately 600 euros, something like that. And since I can't give money such big as that my T-shirt returned. Yes, it's such a traumatizing thing, I know, and I couldn't even get my money back, but I will give a fight. Anyways, so Years and Years is our final topic to talk about this episode, but they split their ways, which is a sad topic. I found out about them 2 months ago, which is pretty new, but they are actually active since 2012, I don't know, something like that, 2012, I guess. And the three main members are Oli Alexander, which is the vocalist and the keyboardist, Mikey Goldsworthy, which is the bassist, and Emre Türkmen, which is Turkish, is a synthesizer player, music producer, and songwriter. So their most popular songs are King, Desire, Worship, Sweet Talker, Gold, Consequences, Consequences. And this group has electronical sounds. So how did I find out about the existence of this group? So I knew Oli Alexander as a participant of Eurovision 2026, who represented United Kingdom, but I found out that he actually belonged to a group called Years and Years. So I gave them a chance, and yeah, they're now one of my favorite bands right now. And let me give you some gossips. No, not gossips. Entertainment magazine. So the off-campus star Mika Abdallah, which is my role model. Yeah, really. I mean it when I say it. Mika Abdallah is my one and only role model in the whole world. I have been watching her since 2017 when I was a little kid as an actor that played one of the main characters in Project MC Square, and now in Off Campus. So she was actually engaged to Jake Short, which is an actor, I guess, but no singer. Yeah, I guess an actor. And they broke up. But how did they broke up, and why did they broke up, and what happened after them? I will tell you. So, in a podcast that they participated together, the host asked, wanted Jake Shaw to describe his fiance, like a former fiance, Mika Abdullah, with just 2 words. And guess what he said? Jake Short said, like, I'm sorry for saying that. I didn't want to say it, but some bitch. Yeah. He said that Mika Abdullah is just some bitch. So, uh, of course, they broke up after that. And as I heard from some channels, Jake Short actually did some other bad things, but I don't know for sure. I will learn more things and tell you in the next episode. And then she was found in the airport and a party, I guess, in Paris with Josh Houston. Josh Houston is actually a player, like actor, that played in Off Campus alongside with Mika Abdullah, and he played Justin, which is one of the main characters of the series. And yeah, most of the people think that they are together. I hope they are. They really go well together. I don't know. But I think Josh Houston is a great person. First of all, he's Australian. So being Australian is um, it's something good. Okay, something good. So I hope Mika Abdullah and Josh Houston are happy together. But in my opinion, what Jake Short told about her fiance, her fiance at that time, is horrible. Horrible. I hope no one will have to go through that in their whole lives. Anyways, no, I can't believe that it has been 36 minutes. Oh my, holy moly. Sorry for taking your time this much, especially for young royals and all the other stuff. I hope you had a great time while watching and listening to my podcast. Alright then, see you in the next episodes. Bye.